Amazon founder and owner Jeff Bezos made $13 billion on Monday. $13 billion in one single day. One 24-hour period. $13 billion. Put that in perspective, folks. That is over $500 million per hour that Jeff Bezos made on Monday. That is the single largest increase in an individual's wealth in the history of wealth, the history of humanity. Nobody ever, anywhere, for any reason, has ever made that much money in a single day. Bezos' net worth has grown from $74 billion at the beginning of the pandemic to $189 billion today, after the $13 billion Monday that he had. At the same time, his workers are making poverty wages. Over a month ago, he cut their $2 per hour hazard pay because you should be fine by now. Wear your mask. Here's some hand sanitizer. What more do you want from me? You're not getting an extra $2 an hour because I need to make $13 billion in a single day. Here's why this is ridiculous. If Jeff Bezos was paying every single one of his workers a living wage, and not just a living wage, let's talk about 1%, 5%, 10% wages. If everybody working at Amazon, from the people packing the boxes to the people sweeping the floors, if every one of them was making a base salary of $100,000 a year with full benefits, guaranteed vacation time, didn't have to work overtime, didn't have to work a second job. If everyone at every single entity that Jeff Bezos owned had those luxuries, and was well taken care of and didn't have to piss in water bottles while on the clock, I might be okay with that $13 billion Monday. If, in addition to paying his workers a living wage, Jeff Bezos was also out there doing something to end world hunger or doing something to clean up the environment more than just putting out some flashy ads about Amazon, we're going to be carbon neutral. If you were actually doing something to make humanity better, if you were spending your money for the good of the planet, the people and the environment alike, and you were still just accumulating so much, even with spending so much, then I would be okay with it. Anything short of that, nope. Because you don't need that much money. That is more than 4,000 times the amount of money that the average American worker will make in their lifetime. And you made it in a single day. And you were doing nothing material to give back to your workers, to society, to this country because you're not paying your taxes. You're a sponge. You're a leech on the system. And you represent everything that is wrong with this capitalistic system under which billionaires should not be allowed to exist. As I said, if you were using this money and spending it as fast as it came in on things to improve the lives of other people, I would be okay with you being a billionaire, with you amassing that kind of fortune, because you would be using it for good. You could still have the biggest house ever known to man if you were a good human being and you were giving back, giving more than you get, but you're not. You're using this to hoard wealth. You're taking resources away from areas that desperately need it. And what I mean by that is your workers don't have proper care. They aren't making a livable wage in many areas. But you are putting that money back in your pocket. You're taking that resource away from somebody that actually needs it. You don't need another billion. You don't need another dollar for the rest of your life. Even if you lived 100 more lifetimes, you wouldn't need another dollar, Jeff. So how about you put that money to good use by giving it to the people who do? You don't have to just walk up to them and say, hey, here's $1 million. You could walk up to them and say, hey, Here's health care. And not just an insurance plan where you still have to go, no. I'm so rich, I'm paying all your co-pays and deductibles. No cost to you. You go out there, you take care of yourself. And I'm going to help take care of you as well. You could do that. You're not, and you never will, because you're a greedy jackass.